Welcome to the Gentleman's Boost Club. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is when you're watching this. I thank you for tuning in. This is a weekly chart and news show that we do on the channel. Very brief segment. We'll have another video coming out in 15 minutes time if you're watching this at the time of the release. Let's go on a journey together. So it is June 2025 in the UK. Everything is melting. My hands are sweaty because I haven't been touching inappropriate parts, but no, it is just so bloody hot in this room. So without further ado, as they say, let's go on a journey. Recently this month, TechnoPower, we've had a lot of new games on the TechnoPower emulator, and this is coming along in leaps and bounds. You know, they've put the Play emulator within this as well. They've put the Dolphin emulator in this as well. So we're going to see a lot of platforms that weren't there before, and it's rather exciting to see how this is developing. You know, there was suddenly a whole sea of new games out of the blue, and it was absolutely phenomenal to see this change. I've got a subscription for the TechnoPower emulator, but all this stuff I believe is currently free. This is for the non-subscribers. So if you want a good way to play some games, there's still some development stuff going on. Hook yourself up with that emulator. You will not be disappointed. So we haven't got any live streams at the moment. This is the map of the UK. That's a picture on the 25th of July, or rather a graphic of what the UK looks like, and it's been getting hotter since then. It is absolutely melting. There was nothing we can do about this. Do you know, in the UK in the past 24 hours, 17,253 ice creams have died because of the heat. That is a terrible casualty of this weather. Let's hope it cools down soon, and then we can get back to live streams. So I saw this and I was absolutely over the moon. So URBX Warriors that we've been playing, they've actually put the video that we did at the Gentleman's Books Club on their homepage. Gentlemen, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. I was absolutely blown away when I saw this. You know, this is a great game coming out on the Spectrum Next, and do you know, if you haven't got it yet but you are a Spectrum Next fan or you are a collector, this Kickstarter has less than 24 hours to go at the time of recording this video, which means it's probably even got less hours if you're watching this on the Sunday. Go and get this for yourselves if you haven't done so already, because you may miss out on the physicals going forward. So I have promised some time ago that I was going to do a monster joystick review. Cards on the table. I don't have all the bits to do it yet. Yes, I've got the 2 monster joysticks that I've ordered, but I did order some spares so I could do some really funky, or what I believe to be funky stuff. I hope it comes out okay in the video, but I haven't got all the parts yet. I know why I haven't got the parts. It's absolutely fine. You know, I'd rather wait for good stuff, but hey ho, we're not there yet with it, but that video will be coming out soon. And speaking of videos, this is a clue to a video that I hope to be doing at some point next week, maybe even for Monday. It depends what tomorrow brings in terms of heat. I know it's going to bring more heat, but if it could be even slightly bearable, then I may just do this. But yeah, there will be a video coming out very soon, and that is a clue for that particular video. And finally, before we actually get on with the top 10, look at this, a Biddy Pop Arcade Tron. I finally got one. I've been waiting a long time for this. Yes, it's got an Age of Ultron guy in it instead because the Tron figure is elsewhere, but I am so pleased to get that. These are really cute little arcades. If you collect Bitty Pops, you know, you can open up the back, put what you want in there. But yeah, Bitty Pop Arcade Tron from Disney is finally with me. But enough of that. You are here for the charts as well. So without further ado, as they say, let's see what's happened over the past week with views that you guys, you girls, you cats, you dogs have done on the channel. And number 10, we have a brand new entry. So this is Mario Kart Arcade GP. This is on the TechnoPower emulator. Now you'll be saying, whoa, hang on a minute, this has already got Mario Kart Arcade GP. Yes, it has, but this is using Triforce. This is using effectively the Dolphin emulator that's there as well. And there's also Mario Kart Arcade GP 2 that we will do a video on as well. But yeah, no, this is rather pleasing to see. So that is a new entry for June 2025 for the past week in the views on this channel. At number 9, we have Virtual Striker 4. and we played Mighty England. Now what you can't see here is, I think that's Frank Lampard looking at his nose on the right hand side. He got a red card as well. That was covered up if you haven't seen the video. My gameplay on this was absolutely notorious. You know, it was, oh dear God, why are you even playing it? You know, my memory muscle wasn't what it was. It absolutely wasn't. But I think I've played this on a different system before where I was better. I've got a gut feeling this might have existed on the Dreamcast, in which I was superiorly better than what I was on this. But no, this is the arcade version. I was awful at it, but it's available for free for all of you on Technoparrot right now. So, speaking of Technoparrot, yes, we have another one. And this is down from number 6 to number 8. Mission Impossible is very slowly falling out the charts. You know, it's a controlled descent, much like Tom Cruise did in one of those films. But yeah, this is dropping out the charts. It's been there for a while. This was actually one of our number 1s, but no longer. It is today number 8, and last week it was number 6. So, The Walking Dead. Now, the Technoparrot, and yes, it's weird, we're talking about the world of Technoparrot here. I know, it's not my fault. It's what you guys and girls are choosing to watch. Last week, that was number 10, and that was a re-entry, and this week it is back at number 7, The Walking Dead. You know, and it's incredible to be playing some of these arcade machines. It really, really is at home. You know, the Technoparrot is a great emulator. I have got the subscription for it, but there is so much other stuff that is brilliantly good that costs zero of your Earth pounds. And number 5, I thought this was on its way out. And no, it's on its way back up again. Last week at number 7, climbing one more place, is Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, the only scum VM game we have ever, and I mean ever, done on this channel here. And you know, it was an experience more than anything else. But yeah, it's on its way back up. You know, I think that's going to be with us forever. I truly do. And number 5, Baby Man vs Terminatots. Yes, it's still here. This is a non-mover, so this is hanging in tight. I think this is the third week we have this game here. So 100 Tin Soldiers, Puttycad, congratulations. You know, you're not hanging in there. You have dug a hole for yourselves and you are firmly in this position. And I always like the way this graphic shows, the way it flicks a little bit at the top. You know, look at the Terminator's eyes move as it adjusts sometimes. You know, you have to get the right thing. There you go, just like that. It's like his eyes are focused and then they flick about a little bit. So this is a great game. This is a fun game. And, you know, go and check it out. The link is in the video description for this particular video to have a look at. It's a game that is available on itch.io. Let's have a look at number 4. And at number 4, down from number 3, we've got Manic Miner, the 40th anniversary, where we get hard with Willy. Oh, Willy gets hard, and that's Miner Willy gets hard, not any other kinds of Willies. Before any YouTube says this thing, now you can't really be talking about that on the channel. You know, there's specialist sites for that. No. Willy gets hard in this game because this is a really hard game. You know, some of the blocks, you know, are really horribly positioned, and when the screen comes up, it's like, what the blazes are we having a look at here? But no, you want a challenge for Manic Miner. This version is for you. Right, let's see who number 3 is. At number 3, URBX Warriors. So now live on Kickstarter. We spoke about this on the opening. I was so over the moon to see that, and I only saw that there because I actually wanted to see whether it was still live. And then when I fired up that page, it was, oh my beautiful. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you from one gentleman to other gentlemen for putting this on your Kickstarter page. It is truly appreciated. But yeah, no, this is a great game. I really will be looking forward to playing this, and I cannot wait to get the full version. I truly can't. If you want a version of this, you need to hurry now, because at the time this video comes out, I think there will be less than 24 hours to grab this. At number 2, maintaining its position from last week at number 2 to this week at number 2, we still have Dragon's Lair. We actually played this on MAME. You know, this is an experience. Everyone has got to experience Dragon's Lair for themselves. You may love it, you may hate it. Space Ace was probably the better game, but this is a popular game. Space Ace was a sequel to this in one form or another, but no, this is the better game in terms of you know, what people know. So I've said that I'm getting confused here, it's so hot. So yeah, this is the better game, this is the popular game in the ones that people know, but Space Ace is the better game because it's a little bit more accessible with the controls. Maybe we'll do that sometime. So who is going to be number one? Can you guess? If you've been watching these charts all along, you should be able to guess. Let's have a look together. And there she is, Bomber Girl. She is at her second week at number one. She was floated about the charts all the weeks that we have been doing this, and she has now got to the top. She has fought her way to the top. We have done other Bomber Girl videos, but this one, the oldest one, the earliest one we did, is the one that people seem to watch and seem to enjoy. So if you like Bomberman and you like sort of little cartoon anime type characters, you will absolutely love Bomber Girl. Viewers seem to love Bomber Girl. So all I can say is thank you for watching. This is the Gentleman's Pixel Club. We've had a little bit of news at the beginning, and we've got the charts here as well. I hope to increase the video content next week, but it's got to cool down just a little bit because you know what? My sack is really sweaty, my arms are really sweaty, my head is really sweaty, and my hands are really sweaty, and I completely overshared some information with you there. But hey, that's what we do on the channel. Stay safe, take care. That's all I've got for you, and I'll leave you with the girls of the GPC.
Gentlemen, P is for Pixel, C is for Club. At the Gentleman's Pixel Club, we play old school games, no need to rule. With sunglasses on, we dive into retro fun. Masters of nostalgia, our joy never gets undone. G is for Gentlemen, P is for Pixel, C is for Club. The GPC brings us together every single video. Subscribe now and join the club, let's have some fun. Gentlemen of gaming, you know ladies, welcome to Pixelated Fun. Remember when we had Commodore and Atari too? Those were the days, we loved them like a brother and you. From Pac-Man to Space Invaders, we played all night long. Gentleman's Pixel Club reminds us of those times when life was just right. G is for Gentlemen, P is for Pixel, C is for Club. The GPC brings us together every single video. Subscribe now and join the club, let's have some fun. Gentlemen of gaming and the ladies too, retro fun never done. Through the years, the games may change, but the spirit stays the same. Gentlemen's Pixel Club is where we gather our hearts in a gang. Sunglasses on, we're ready to play. Gentlemen's Pixel Club, the ultimate gaming channel, always in play.